Hello everyone. If you have never been a lover of catfish pepper soup, then come closer because I've got this exceptional recipe that is going to change your mind forever. This is the best catfish yam pepper soup you will ever love. Let me show you. So the first thing you need to do is to wash your catfish thoroughly. Okay, so what I usually do is when I get the catfish, I usually scrub the outside of the catfish or the body of the catfish with ash to remove the slime on the catfish. So after that, I cut the catfish, then wash it thoroughly with warm water and then rinse again with extra warm water and rinse thoroughly with normal temperature or normal water we use in the home. Okay, so after washing my catfish thoroughly, making sure that everything is properly washed, because while you wash your catfish, make sure you wash every part of the catfish, both the mouth and the outside, everywhere, so the catfish will be thoroughly clean. Okay, so after that, the next thing I usually do is to marinate the catfish with pepper, fresh hot pepper. Okay, so when you are getting your pepper, make sure you are getting those fresh hot pepper and make sure that you scoop the pepper into every part of this catfish so that the pepper is soaked into every part of this catfish. Most people complain about catfish pepper soup because of the pale taste of catfish and all that. So that means that is the reason you need to spice up your catfish so well, and you need enough pepper in your catfish. So after incorporating the pepper into the catfish, the next thing to do is to mix the following spices. So you use the all-purpose seasoning. You also use your pepper soup seasoning. You also need mixed spice seasoning and crayfish seasoning. All these seasonings were from Mr. Chef products. So you use these seasonings, mix them together in a plate, and then add little water to it. After adding the water to the spices, use it also to marinate the fish. Okay, like I said, catfish needs enough spicing. Like, you need to put enough spicing to it to give it that perfect taste. If not, you may not like it. That is why I'm telling you guys that this recipe is different and amazing. The next thing you also do is to add water to a little part of fish seasoning as well. You're going to also use this fish seasoning to marinate the fish. Okay, so once this is done, you have to keep the fish aside to rest or to marinate for up to an hour or so. You can even do it overnight. So while that is setting, you're going to cut your yam and then wash the yam thoroughly. Transfer this yam into the pot, add little water to the yam, add some salt and some pepper, and let the yam cook halfway through. You don't need to cook this yam completely. Okay, so you have to cook it in between. So once the yam is almost cooked, then you're going to introduce your catfish into it, the catfish that you have marinated already. So like I said, our yam is almost cooked, so we introduce the catfish into the pot of yam. So once that is done, the marinade or all the pepper, the spices, everything that you use to marinate the fish, you also transfer it into the pot. Then you go in with some mashed or some blended ehuru or calabash nutmeg. Then you also add extra pepper soup spice, add some of the all-purpose seasoning as well, and also adding the crayfish seasoning and the mixed spice seasoning. Go in with extra water, but not too much. Okay, then after adding the water, you add some salt and add extra pepper. We are making pepper soup, so you need enough pepper in this pepper soup, so that by the time you start eating it, you feel that peppery taste, and also as you eat it, you'll be sweating like so you need to add extra pepper, add some salt as well into this. And when you add all this, you don't need to kind of start stirring it. You don't need to stir it. All you just need to do is just to swirl the pot or to shake the pot, so that all the ingredients that you have added will coat well with the fish and the yam and also mix so well. That's it. Next, we go in with some ginger and garlic paste. So the quantity of the garlic should be a little bit more than the quantity of the ginger you are going to use. So you go in with some ginger and garlic paste. Make sure that you also swirl again, so that everything will mix so well. Let this cook till the fish is thoroughly cooked, but make sure that you cook this on low or medium heat, not high heat, because if you use high heat, the fish will cook so fast and they will easily scatter. So you need to make sure that you cook on either low or low to medium heat, so that the fish will cook gently and will not scatter. Okay, then lastly, you're going to add some finely chopped scent leaves. The aroma that scent leaves gives your pepper soup is top notch, so you don't need to miss that stage. So add some chopped scent leaf into the pepper soup that you are making. Swirl or shake again, and then your catfish pepper soup is just ready. There's no two ways about it. There's no stress and believe me, this recipe will blow your mind. Like, this is one of the best recipes of catfish pepper soup, that even if you don't love catfish pepper soup, you will fall in love over and over again. So try this recipe, guys, and let me know in the comment section how it turned out for you.